Don't go to a place where people have to wait on you. Go to Chipotle. So here's the thing. Okay, hey guys, I'm back and I'm still in work clothes because I just came from work. Okay, I'm doing this video right out of work. That's why I just don't look as cute right now. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. Y'all, I'm literally so tired and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna be eating while I do this video. Like I have food from work. Today's video is another pet peeve video, but it's specifically pet peeves that waitresses have. Like if you've worked in the service industry or been a waitress or done like customer service of any kind, I'm pretty sure you have stories for days, especially waitresses, because we encounter the craziest acting people. Before we get into it, go ahead and turn on my post notifications and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and start eating while I wait for my emails to load because this is just really annoying. Also, whenever I come back from work, I usually have like a little bit of an attitude. If you wanna know what I'm eating, even though this is not a mukbang, I have a pimento grilled cheese sandwich with tomato, fries, and mashed potatoes. I know that that's 2 potatoes, but that is just how I felt today. I feel like I'm too hungry to do this video. This turns into a mukbang because I can't stop eating. Number 1 pet peeve of being a server. Well, no, this isn't like top. I'm not doing this in any like particular order, but this is just the first on the list. So number 1, when you walk up to the table you're serving and they don't give you their attention when you arrive. Oof, crap. And if you've never been a server, this probably doesn't make any sense to you, but I can't even explain to you how weird it is when I walk up to the table and I'm like,
hi guys, like I'm Shari, I'm ready to serve you today.
And they keep talking to each other. Do I walk away? Like, do I like say it again? I'm embarrassed, I'm confused. Also, like when I'm a customer, the minute my server walks up, I'm like paying them my attention because like that's what they're like. They're not here to like jump when you say jump. Like you have to, it's a give and take. Like, or there are some people who like, they know you're there. Some people don't do it on purpose. Sometimes it really is an accident, like you're caught up. But I've had a table where y'all literally, they treated me like I was like their servant. Like they would not make eye contact with me. I'd be like, oh, do you want another beer? And they'd be like, yeah. Like would not look at me and I'm like, for what? All right. Number 2, tables that are never ready to order. This is so stressful on us when y'all are never ready to order because how do I know how many times to come back? So let me give you an example. There will be like a couple maybe that comes in and then you give them a minute to settle, you come bring their waters and you're like, can I get you something to drink other than water? They always do the whole like, oh, well, we haven't looked over the menu yet. Like, can we have time? And I expect that. And I'm like, of course, like I'll check back in a few minutes. I'm like a really nice server, guys. Like I never get an attitude. No server really should be getting an attitude. I'll come back. Oh, sorry, we were just catching up. Like we just haven't looked at the menu yet. Like, can we get a little bit more time? At this point, I'm like, okay, but like, I'm still just so nice because you never, like some people haven't caught up or whatever. Then when you come back again and they're just like, oh, could you come back in like this amount of time? Or no, not even a specific amount of time. They'll be like, can you just give us more time? We really just want to catch up. And I'm like, I do get that you want to catch up and you came to a restaurant to do this. But what you have to get is we are here to work and do our job. So when you say that you're not ready to order, it kind of sets us behind because like we have other tables to tend to, and now with our other tables to tend to, we have to guess when it's time to come back to come take your order. Because also what they'll do is you'll be coming back to check over and over again because you don't know when they're ready to order. And then they look annoyed with you. And then this is what I really can't stand. Finally, you give them a huge chunk of time because you don't know when to come back and they're obviously annoyed with you. And then they come in, like let's say they're sitting on the patio, my restaurant has a patio, or even if they're just inside, whatever. They'll go find the manager or speak to another employee or whatever and they're like,
my server has not been, where's my server? Like we're ready to order.
And I'm like, you're not about to make me look like a bad server. That's what they always do. They're never ready to order. And then when they are ready to order, they make you look like a bad server because you disappeared. And it's like, no girl, I just gave you the time. I came to you 4 times and asked you if you're ready to order and you said no. And you said, just give us time. Like, and now I look like the bad one. Y'all stay doing that. Number 3 pet peeve, the table that acts as if you are their only table. I will never understand what it's like to sit in a restaurant that's full and look around and see how full it is, see servers running around breaking their necks, looking frantic, and still act like you're the only ones there. Number 4, this one is so annoying. The table that stays all day long. It is the most frustrating thing when either 1, you're about ready to close, or 2, you're ready for like second shift to come in and your first shift and it's time for you to go. and you have a table that just wants to stay all day long. It's annoying for two reasons. One, a lot of times servers are divided up into sections. So if I have a table in my section that wants to sit there all day, that means there are less new customers that I can get, which means there's less money that I can get. You see what I mean? Which means that all these new people are going in everybody else's sections because I have one table that wants to stay and party all day long. When you stay at a table at a restaurant too long, think about how much money you could be possibly losing the server because you won't move and now nobody else can sit in their section. This is number 5, I think. This one isn't that bad, but it's still like annoying. Tables that come in just to order drinks and leave. I don't understand that. Just go to the bar because that's what the bar is mostly for. People go to the bar to drink. Now you can order food at the bar, like anybody can sit at the bar and order food, but it's also specifically for drinks. So if you just want to specifically drink, go sit at the bar. I think this is number 6. This is actually a pretty big one for me. When people come in to like sit at a table, but their whole party isn't there yet, it makes it really difficult for the server, and here's why. It makes it like difficult when it comes to time. So I'm trying to divvy up my time with each table, but it's like I can't just take everybody's drink order at once. I gotta be like, oh, they got 2 more people who came. Oh, they have 3, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you literally have to keep going back and checking, and it's so it takes up so much time. Oh, this one is a huge one. I think this is 7, I wanna say. When people want to move tables, I don't think people realize, and before I started serving, I used to like ask to move tables. I will never ask again. I'm actually so sorry to every server who I've asked to move a table. So what happens is, somebody comes in, they're supposed to be in my section, then they want to move to another server section. Once again, money getting taken out of my pocket. Now, sometimes what the servers will do is they'll get together and be like, oh, I just saw that your table moved to my section, just go ahead and take them anyway, like it doesn't matter. And then now you have to serve a table that's out of your section, which can, I mean, you can figure it out, but it just does make it a little bit more confusing when you have to focus on tables that aren't in your section because your table just decided that they had to move. What really can make this annoying, if you come in and I already start putting like your orders under table 6 and you decide to move to table 9, it's like all your stuff is already under that like ticket. And yeah, we can like transfer tables, but when you have a busy restaurant and you have like 5-6 tables at once, the last thing you want to be doing is going back into the computer and transferring tables because your table decided to move after you already took their order under the table that they were supposed to be sitting at. Like, please, when you go out to eat, do not ask your servers to move tables. You will stress them out. Also, we will talk about you. The servers and the hostesses, let me tell y'all, me and the hostesses at my job, we kiki about all of y'all, okay? Number 8, I think. Now this one is kind of cute. It's like not really a pet peeve. It's just like a little bit annoying. It's kind of frustrating when people like start to fight over the check. And what I mean by that is like, let's say you have like a party of 5 and at some point during their meal, somebody will come and stop me and be like,
when it's time to get the check, like just put it all in one and give it to me, like I'm gonna pay for it all.
And what I prefer is people coming up to me and giving me their card. I've had people come and give me their card and pay for it and take care of it. That way by the time I bring the full check back to the table, nobody can fight over it, somebody already paid for it. But it's kind of frustrating when I'll go to the table and they'll ask me and then I'll bring the check and they're like, no, I'm gonna pay for it, no, I'm gonna pay for it. And everybody's like fighting, and you have 5 people now putting a card at me. And I'm just thinking like, really in my head, I just want to get y'all out of here. And this is very cute that you guys all want to pay for each other. I actually think it's so sweet. I had a guy today who his mom was trying to pay. He was like, Mom, no, like you don't have to worry about it. And I'm like, oh, how cute. Like a son is just trying to look out for his mom and their family. But like, I don't want to have to go back and forth with y'all. Number 9, when customers get mad at the server for things that we can't control or things that we don't do. I can't tell you how many times, like, let's say somebody puts in an order and they're like, can I have a chicken sandwich with honey mustard instead of barbecue sauce? And I put that in the computer, I put it in the order, but sometimes the kitchen misses stuff, which I don't fault the kitchen for that because the kitchen can be really busy. They're cooking a lot of food for a lot of different people, which is why I don't get how people don't understand. You're not the only person here. Like, but the sandwich will come out and like, I can't see what it has on it. And it'll have barbecue sauce, and now they have an attitude with me. And I'll try to explain to them like, I did put in your order like the way you asked me to. It just didn't turn out that way. Like, I'm so sorry. And they're still looking mad at me. And then I have to really sit back and say, we are in a restaurant. Like the way people get attitudes in a restaurant is if we're in a hospital and this is life or death. I will never understand it. I don't ever remember being that upset in a restaurant or like being mad at a server. I've had bad servers and I still just wasn't like angry. This last one, This is number one biggest pet peeve, and this is why I saved it for last. I cannot stand a bad tipper. If you tip bad, I can't stress this enough, don't go out to eat. We don't get paid minimum wage. We get paid like $2.50 an hour. Our money comes from tips. And now a lot of people say like, well, the restaurant should be paying y'all, like I shouldn't have to tip. Well, guess what? But the restaurant isn't paying us, and it's not our policy. I swear it's like people think that as servers, we made up the policy of getting paid by tips. I wouldn't mind an hourly rate and then tips are just like extra. I didn't make this up, but I work in this career and this is what you do, or else we won't make a living. Your tip should be based off of 3 different things. 1, minimum 20% of your bill. 2, how much you like run your server around. Like if you're a really needy customer, I'm sorry, but that should reflect in your tip. And 3, how long you stayed there. Your tipping is based off of the work that we're doing. So if I'm working for you for 5 hours straight and you give me $2, I'm gonna cry because I just worked for you for 5 hours and you gave me nothing. I'm literally running around sweating so I can get your 10th side of ranch and your 5th drink of the night. And you still don't, you wanna give me $5 on a $100 tab. If you don't want to deal with people who have to wait on you, if you don't want to pay people who have to wait on you, don't go to a place where people have to wait on you. Go to Chipotle. Hopefully this can help you guys be nice to your servers. Please be nice to people who are in customer service. But that's the end of the video, guys. So like this video if you want to, share this video if you want to, subscribe to me if you want to, comment things that you would like to see for fun, for not fun. I don't know what you guys like. If you're a server, comment down below your pet peeve. Comment down below the thing that gets on your nerves the most, because I know you have them. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and this video is going to be going out on a Wednesday, so I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye.